Writing scripts for other people, a menu of tools. Now, this is another way to leverage something that's been properly written as a PowerShell tool, as a command. Commands themselves have syntax that kind of freak people out now and again, but there's no reason you can't take a command and wrap a friendly little shell around it. This is also the one case where you can legitimately use the write host command, so I think we'll have some fun here. Now, if I've been doing things right, this should be a pretty simple nugget. We're not doing rocket science here. We're just creating a text menu that's going to let someone use some of the tools that we've already been creating. So this is just another way to use some of those functions that we've been creating in all the previous nuggets. Let's get started. Now, I know we've got this OS tools module that I've been jamming stuff into. Get command module OS tools. Let's see what's in there. Oh gosh, there's quite a bit of stuff. Get disk details. Let's do that. Get disk details. I'm just making a note. Details. Get system details. System details. And set computer state. That sounds dangerous. All right, let's play with those things. Help get disk details. Now it looks like this has a mandatory computer name parameter and nothing else. That'll work. Help get system details. Yep, mandatory computer name parameter. That'll be fine. Help set, what was it? Computer state? Computer state. So we got a mandatory computer name, mandatory action, and we'll want to help someone understand. They can do log off, power off, shut down or restart. Okay, just making notes. And then that supports what if and confirm. Okay, I think we're going to build a little menu around those three tools. Let's pop open the ISE. Now I'm going to get a script going here and immediately save it because I want to show you that I'm naming it show support menu. The word show as a verb on a PowerShell command or a script, a script is a command, so the word show as a verb means you are displaying stuff directly to the screen. It means you're stepping out of some of PowerShell's standards. It implies that this is going to be an interactive eyeballs and keyboard experience for a human being. I'm not going to create any parameters on this thing. That's not what it's for. We are going to use, brace yourself for it, write host. And we're going to produce some formatted text. Because that's all this is actually doing, is it's just displaying stuff on the screen. And we can get a little pretty with it. Look how attractive. This is going to be fun. All right. 1. Get system details. Get disk information. Change computer state. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Now for write host, or for change computer state, specify log off, oops, a little space in there. Restart, shut down, or power off for action. And there's a lot of different ways we could do this, but I'm just trying to keep it kind of simple. This is more about demonstrating technique than necessarily making something beautimous. Read host, choice equals read host. Perform which tool? Oh no, because it's going to put a colon at the end of that. Let's try and make this a little bit more of a statement. Select activity. There we go. Now I'm going to kind of plan ahead a little bit too here, and we're going to start by setting message as a variable equal to nothing. Right? If message does not equal nothing, then write host message, and then write host another blank line. You'll see why I'm going to do that. And we should put in an exit option. X quit menu. All right. Continue. continue equals true. Right. Do, and then we'll insert all this a level. While continue. Yes, so we're going to continue to loop through this, and here's why. After they enter their choice, we're going to do a switch on whatever they entered. And the last bit of this is going to be a default, which simply sets message to unknown choice, try again. Yeah? Nifty, nifty, right? And then right here, we're going to reset message to be empty. So we've got four choices, right? 1, 2, and 3. So here's the first case. Here's the second case. Third case. Fourth case is going to set continue equal to false. So if they, oh, and actually it's not 4, is it? It's X. So if they've selected X, we're going to set continue to false. We'll drop down to here. Continue will be false, and we'll exit. Cool. Otherwise, right here we're going to execute a clear host so that each time they loop through, we get a fresh little display on the screen. And we can even put a what that'll do is after we, well, I'll just sort of walk you through this here real quick. Let's go ahead and put some details in here. The first one is going to run, how did I delete my, oh, I've got my insert off, don't I? The first one is going to run get system details. The next one is going to run get disk details. Yeah. And the next one is going to run set computer state minus confirm. Now, the idea here is that we're going to provide this to some down-level technician. As the script starts, we're setting this message to blank, and we're going to set continue to true, and we're immediately going to display all this information. Nothing will happen here because message is currently blank. So we'll display the menu. We're going to reset message to blank and tell them pick an activity. And the script will pause here. Let's say they hit 7. Okay, we're going to hit the switch. No, they hit 7. No, 7, not 3, 7, not X. No, they hit 7. Unknown choice, try again. Hit any key to continue. Clear the host. Continue is still true, so we'll loop back up to the top. This is where we'll actually display that message, unknown choice, try again. Then we'll redisplay the menu and select activity. Let's say they pick 1. We're going to run get system details. Now, we didn't specify a computer name, which is a mandatory parameter of that command, so it's going to prompt them for 1. Display the output of the command. Hit any key to continue. Once they do, it'll clear the host. Continue is still true, so it'll loop back up to the top and start again. Let's try it. What do you want to do? 4. Unknown choice, try again. Okay, how about system details? I need a computer name. Localhost. dc.lab.pri. There's your information. That's what we wanted. Hit any key to continue. Okay. What do you want to do now? How about disk information? Just localhost. There you go. Hit any key. Quit. Exited the menu. Have a nice day. So, you know, you can get in here and kind of fine tune where you want to clear the screen and where you want them to hit any key or anything else. But the basic idea is that with very little extra effort, we can take tools we've already written and make them accessible to someone who is maybe not comfortable running command line tools or remembering the names of those tools. We can provide them with a nice little text menu. So I promised that would be short. All we had to do was create a text menu. And you see, I think this and the previous nugget where we automated a business process, I think these really emphasize the value you get when you build functions to look like PowerShell commands. It's easy to then leverage their functionality in a lot of different ways. Rather than building a function that assumes someone is going to be interacting with it, just build it to be a command, and then you can wrap a text menu around it, but still use it in automation scripts and everything else where interactivity is maybe not an option. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.